Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Keisha, and in today's video I wanted to give you guys an update on how my anatomy scan went. That is the 20-week ultrasound, which, you know, they just do the measurement of the heart, making sure they have all their vowels, 5 fingers, 5 toes, or at least a hand and a, 2 hands, 2 feet. What else does she check for? Like measurements, all that good stuff, like in detail. Usually the anatomy scan is at least 45 to an hour long. You talk to the doctor, you talk to the ultrasound tech, so all that good stuff. Also, you confirm the gender, but I'm pretty sure if you guys are watching this, you already know the gender. So anyway, I'm also going to talk about the difference between my son's ultrasound and this ultrasound. It's a little bit different. So just to begin, I guess I'll do the comparison first. My son's ultrasound was a little bit later, not much, maybe 21 weeks, and that's just because they were so backed up at that location, so I couldn't get it like exactly at 20 weeks. Also, this place, the reason why I couldn't get it at my son's place, the same place I had, is because they were even more backed up this time because of COVID. I believe she said I wouldn't have been able to have it until 23 weeks or just pick another association location, which I did. And I'm so happy I did, because the pictures look so much better at this location than the other location. So I was just so happy about that. So number one, let me just show you the pictures, because that's like one of the best part. Besides learning, like, one thing I liked about this tech, even though I didn't know what she was talking about, she told me every single thing that she was showing me. She told me whether something was like, what they're looking for. If she didn't find it, she really didn't go that much in depth. But I just like that she just told me a lot of stuff. Now, I got a whole bunch of pictures, like a whole bunch. I'll go by the first few pictures. So the first one, if you guys don't know, it is a girl. And I actually put this on my Instagram a week ago, the day that it happened. So if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, you probably wouldn't know. But this was actually a profile pic. And she was moving like crazy. The doctor was like, "Oh, does your son sleep a lot? Because I can tell this baby moves like nonstop." And I was like, "No, my son is a great sleeper." Jabari did not move at all in his ultrasound. Jabari was actually like this was his head, this was his legs. He was in perfect form, like to do everything. Soon as they put that, like the thing on my stomach and they kind of pressed hard, Jabari went right like this into a ball and rolled up the whole time. You couldn't see the heart. Like they had to keep like flipping me over. I had to move this way. I had to drink water. I had to like do so much stuff to see Jabari. This baby, nope, did none of that. Like you could see everything. Another clear picture was the foot. If you guys can see a small foot right there. And then another profile pic, which actually is, it does look pretty good. But then that's when she started like moving like crazy and just, I guess, posing for the camera. Because compared to this picture happened like 5 minutes later from these pictures. Look how good these pictures are. Like, it's like a fake picture. That's how good it is. And then she had her mouth open. She was like talking in this one. As you can, if you can see that, like her mouth was open right here. But yeah, all of these are perfect like profile pictures of her. Huge head like Jabari. And then these are some of the ones of my son. Yeah. And I don't know like what I'm looking at. Like this was supposed to be, I don't know. This is supposed to be like his face and stuff. Like the quality of these pictures are a lot different than these. This place was just a lot better. And it's the same hospital, like it's the same networking hospital, but I don't know. And it wasn't just one machine. It was every single time I went to this place. It was like always just messed up. When she was measuring at 20 weeks exactly, and I was 20 weeks and 2 days, which is really, really good. I know with my son, he was measuring like a week and a half behind, or a week and a few days behind. I think he was measuring at like 19 weeks and 3 days, but I was actually like 20 weeks and 7 days, or 21 weeks. So he did come out to be a smaller baby. This baby moved around a lot, had their mouth open, their legs crossed, punching. Like she could feel the kicks while she had the prong on there. Measurement of the head was good. She was able to see the heart and get all like the I forgot what she called it, the chambers. I think she was looking for 4 or 5 of those. Like I said, I was able to see the arms. I was able to see both legs. Everything looked really, really good in the ultrasound. What else did she talk about? She didn't really talk about too much because everything just looked so good. With my son, I can say with my son, everything looked good, but I felt like that appointment was maybe 15-20 minutes longer because they had me doing so much stuff just to be able to see everything. And I also had a lot more follow-up visits with my son and like stress tests because he honestly wouldn't move. Like my son never moved. And my son is, well, he does like run around a lot. He's an adventurous type of boy. Like he wants to be in dirt. He wants to look at bugs. He wants to run around and jump and break stuff like a typical boy. But in my stomach, he did not move a lot. He was just chill, like laid back all the time. And that's why they always had me doing like stress tests and ultrasounds just to make sure he's growing and stuff like that. But with this baby, as of right now at 20 weeks, the doctor came in and said everything looks good. He also said, because I know she looked at my I know she looked at my cervix and she looked at like my C-section and the scar, and the doctor said that I'm good to go to try for a vaginal, like the way they cut me when I had a C-section with my son. It wasn't like, oh, I can only get C-sections. I can still try for a vaginal. So, and I'll talk about my birthing plan in a different video of like what I choose and all that stuff. What else did we go over? I think that's about it. I feel like I'm missing one thing. Oh, so about the upcoming appointments, I have to talk to my doctor at my 24th week, which is in 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. It's October 8th. I go see her again, and she wants to, we're just going to double check when she wants to have another ultrasound. I believe you have it at 36 weeks or 38. I know with my son, I had it a little bit earlier. I believe I had it at 31 to 32, and that's just because they wanted to measure his weight. He did gain like a good amount of weight, but he was still really small. So I don't think I'm gonna have any upcoming ultrasounds, because you usually don't get that many ultrasounds in pregnancy. You usually get one for your first trimester, the second trimester, and the third trimester, and that's really it, unless you have like a complex or high risk pregnancy. I wouldn't say I was high risk, but they just monitored my son a lot just to see like movement, heartbeat, and all that stuff, because like I said, he wasn't moving that much. I don't know, lazy baby in there, and very chill baby for like the first year and a half. My son was so chill. So anyway, that is how my 20-week anatomy scan went. My 20-week appointment went just as fine. I had it the day before. Literally, my appointment was at 6. It was a telehealth. If you guys don't know what a telehealth appointment is, it's just over the phone talking to the doctor instead of going in because of COVID. We literally talked for 5 minutes. Like, she didn't really tell me anything. She told me the results of my sugar test, my glucose test, which I already knew was negative because she didn't call me. If you fail your sugar test, they'll usually call you within a week, and it's been 4 weeks, so I knew I passed that. So she told me about that. She told me, do I feel any pain? We talked about like pre-labor symptoms or signs and all that stuff, like cramping and bleeding right now, contractions. So we talked about that, and she asked me, was I experiencing any of that? It was like I'm so happy it was over the phone, because I would have been so mad if I drove all the way over there for a 5-minute appointment. Like, you wait 30 minutes and then 40 minutes sometimes, and then just to have a 5-minute appointment. It's just so annoying. So I'm really enjoying the telehealth appointments. But yeah, that's basically it. Everything is going well. Everything is going fine. And I will update you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.